y'all. Get this together. What's up, y'all? What's good? Anybody who steps in here right now is late. I don't even know if anybody gonna join the live this time of night. But I'm up. So I decided to do a live. Just drinking me a little something. Ain't got much going on. Hello, who's ever in here. Thank you for joining my live. I'm just drinking me a Simply Spike Peach drink. And I'm about to eat me a couple of wings that I had from Wingstop the other day. And who is in here? Can you comment so I can see who you are? I'm not going to be able to see the chat. Hello. Hello, whoever you are. Hey. I'm just drinking me a Simply Spike Peach. Y'all know I try everything peach. And out of my little Temu cup that I got from Temu, like, I don't know, months ago. This is my first time using it. It's a little glass cup with a glass straw. Ain't it cute? It's my first time using it. Hey, everybody. I'm just drinking my Spike Simply Peach in my glass cup with my glass straw. What's good, y'all? I can't see y'all comments. Is anybody commenting? Because I can't see y'all comments. Hey, Damien. Hey, boo. Y'all know Damien my boo, y'all. Yes. I just got in the house like, what time is it? Maybe like 10:30. So I was sitting there talking to my son. And then when I got done talking to him, I got myself together for bed. And then I made me something to eat. How was your day today? It was good. It was fair for a square. You know how they say. No, it was good. I had a good day though. I started work early, like about noon. So I did all that into my regular route, and then I started my regular route at 6. I was actually running late on my regular route today, so I ain't started my route till 7, which means I didn't get through with it till like 9:30. But it's all good. All in all, I had a good day. How was your day, Damien? Ooh. Hey, J-Star Vivo. Hey, what's up, J-Star? How you doing? What's goody? I'm just sitting here eating, drinking, having me a little cocktail on the late night side. Ain't much going on. Just eating and drinking with y'all. Y'all got anything going on? Y'all eating and drinking? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Um, it was good. Got off at 11, took a shower, and then I relaxed now. And I was about to doze off until I saw your notification. Oh, thank you for watching me. I appreciate it. I'm almost done with my cash giveaway video, y'all. I'm doing a cash giveaway. I'm almost done with the video. It's taking so long because I keep on changing it. I'm trying to make it I'm really trying to make it under a minute. But it's like I have to explain the rules, and I'm trying not to make it too complicated. So it's like, it's really not complicated. All you gotta do is be following me on here, and then share me out to either Facebook or Instagram. And basically, you gotta be following me on that platform so you can tag me. That's it. What is that? It's right here. I don't need no crystal on here though. These is the honey hot wing. These wings already got they're all already flavored. What's up, Mackie? What's good? I'm alive. I'm alive. I just got my hair braided yesterday, y'all. It's time for me to get my roots touched up again with color. My hair's still cute though. Hot. That crystal hot sauce is so good. Oh, you had a Facebook. What's your name on Facebook? It's my actual name, Veapeachy's Smith. Ooh. You know how to spell my actual name? I can tell you how to spell it so you can. But I got almost 5,000 friends already. Ah! I just made my drink run over. I got almost 5,000 friends. I've been unfriending people though, cause there's so many people that I'm friends with that don't like be on Facebook no more and stuff like that. Um, that I've unfriended. So I'm trying to get my followers. You know what I mean? Tell me how to spell it. So it's V like victory, EATRICE. So just like the name Beatrice, like most people think my name is, just with the V. J Star's so nice. He just told me he loves my nails. I like when men take notice to stuff like that. I appreciate stuff like that. I like that. Hard to love my family. How you doing, Mackie? Oh, Mackie and J Star, y'all family? Or y'all just both Jamaican, so y'all just like Jamaican family? Or J Star, are you Jamaican? Anyway, Damien, did you get my name? Yeah, my last name's Smith. I'm still up, y'all. I haven't taken my medication for the night yet. Because usually once I take my medication, I'll be out like a light. Out like a light. I'll be done. Finito. I haven't taken it yet. Well, I'm still up for a little bit. That's my family. Okay, I got you. So y'all make sure y'all pay attention to my notifications. I'm gonna be playing that video. I'm gonna be doing that my giveaway video. My hair is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Jason. You so nice. I appreciate him. He done complimented my nails. Now he's complimenting my hair. Your man left you for a man. Yeah, he did. He left me for a dude. Well, he didn't leave me for a man. Um, he was messing around with men. So he didn't really leave me for a man. I actually broke up with him. He still wanted to be with me, but he wanted to mess around with men as well. How do I feel? I'm okay now. When it first happened, I was fucked up about it. But I'm good now. Real man do. I know that's right. And who is this? The realest on YouTube? Are you subscribed to me? The realest on YouTube? You are too sexy. Why, thank you. I guess he didn't think so. I guess I wasn't, let me say this, I wasn't sexy enough. Be like that sometimes. Some of these men are DL for sure. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. And he's one of them. That's why I said, what I mentioned on YouTube is nothing for real. Because I have receipts, like really, that will really prove, you know what I mean? Like right now, people just taking my word for it, but I don't got no reason to lie. Like, why would I lie on them? She looks really good. Thank you. You know what I mean? So I ain't got no reason to lie on her. And most people who know me knew that I loved him. I loved him a whole lot. Like, I still love him. At the end of the day, I'll never be fake and be like, oh, as soon as I found out he was gay, as soon as we broke up, I stopped loving him. That'd be a complete lie if I said that. I don't want him. You know what I mean? I don't want to be with him, but I still love him. Deep in my heart, I was with him for 10 years. So it'd be a lie if I was like, oh, I don't love him no more. I wish him the best in his future endeavors. I hope that he does great in life and all that. He will hurt you for exposing his truth. He might. But that's just something that I would have to deal with. That's just like a motherfucker who sell drugs. You know that it's a possibility you could get arrested. You know what I mean? And if I'm doing that, then I'm gonna have to take the case if I get caught. So he might. When people hurt people really bad when they do that. Yeah, I know. He ain't never been a type to, like, he's never physically abused me before. Nirvana, what's good? He ain't never physically abused me before. You know what I mean? Like, we did have a situation where I was in my phone and he was mad. So he pulled my braids. I had braids and he pulled my braids. Hey, Dawn. That was like one situation. And he was drunk or whatever. So that was like kind of like whatever. But other than that, we ain't never had no physical issues. But I mean, I guess we ain't together no more. So he could hurt me. You know, you could never say what somebody won't do. But if he was to ever like approach me crazy or something, I ain't the one. Like, I think that if, like, I know I can't physically fight him. You know what I mean? So I know that if we was just head up, you know what I mean, like fighting, the nigga would beat me up. I'm not a dummy. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't no hoe. He ain't no sucker. You feel me? But I missed the beginning, but I know you're strapped. Oh, so what's this guy named? The realist, or this guy or girl? I don't know what this is. This person is. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. But the realist on YouTube was saying that, do I think my ex will hurt me for exposing him. And I'm just saying I really haven't exposed him yet because I haven't produced any receipts. People at this point are just taking my word. But I do have receipts. You know what I mean? Like, and I could expose the receipts too. Like, that would be a whole nother part. So when I said that, the realist on YouTube was saying, do I think that he would hurt me? Oh, I'm a woman. Okay, the realist on YouTube. Do I think that he would hurt me? Honestly, no. I don't think that he would do anything to me. Um, but I mean, at this point, I'm done with it. You know what I mean? Like, the last situation where I put the video out is because I was pissed off. Like, you keep coming to my house. Like, because my thing is out of sight, out of mind. I don't look for him. I don't go where he be at. I don't ride past where he be at. I don't go to his people house, his mama house, his sister house. You know what I mean? I don't. If he would have done it already. I don't think so. You know what I mean? So I don't like. I don't go where he be at. You know what I mean? Because I'm not concentrated on him. I'm trying to move on and do other things and trying to get him out of sight, out of mind. I think about him, often. Used to be a time I thought about him every day, all day. I don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? I still think about him sometimes. People still report to me, telling me things about him or whatever. Send me videos. Like, I got a video sent to me recently about him, and he has Bell's palsy. So Bell's palsy is like this condition where you have like a kind of look like you had a stroke, kind of like, it depends on your condition. But I was noticing that in his face, that I think it was the left side of his face, the left side, that his face is puffy, and that his eye looking real lazy, and he probably ain't been getting no sleep. He probably ain't been resting. He hasn't been eating correctly. Like, I know him. You know what I mean? And he probably been drinking a lot, kicking it, just not sleeping, not resting, just doing too much. And I was looking at the video that I was sent of him, and I'm just like, he needs to lay the fuck down. He need to get at least 3 or 4 good days of just chilling. No going out, no kicking it, no drinking. He need to eat some food in a house. No fast food. You know what I mean? None of that shit. What was it? There are no guarantees in life, period. Just stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Hell yeah. You can't be so sure that man could hurt you for real. He could. Facts, no. Yeah, I'm staying ready, so I ain't got to get ready. And like now, my cousin that was locked up, he out of jail now. He crazy as fuck. So if it come down to it, like if anything happened to me, my 2 cousins, Sean and Tony, I mean, if anything happened to me, he gonna get hurt. Because they gonna be the first motherfucker he gonna be the first motherfucker they gunning for. Literally gunning for. You know what I mean? So if anything happened to me and I can still talk and be able to say that he did it, they're gonna whoop his ass. He misses you and he loves you. Misses me? I doubt that he misses me. Cause I'm sure he's doing him. And then it was a whole chick. Okay, so it was a girl. From what I see and what I've heard, he's messing with one of his friend's sisters. What's crazy is she broke. She don't got shit. She's practically homeless for real. She got 3 kids. She don't have a job. She don't have a car. She don't have nothing. You know what I mean? And this is the chick that he's messing with. She was fucking with me. Mind you, I never said nothing mean about this girl. I never said nothing about this girl. Then all of a sudden, she just started attacking me after I made that video about him. And the only reason I made the video about him is because he kept coming over my house. Like, you're pulling up, sitting in the driveway. He had brought a chick to my house. It probably was her. Brought a chick to my house because he was doing his little 1-2 with the girl who lived down there. He bought bud from the girl who stay in my building. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, you bringing bitches to my house and you sitting in my driveway. You like stalking. Like, every time I turn around, one of my neighbors telling me, oh, he sat here for 20 minutes a day. Oh, he rolled through yesterday. Oh, he was here this morning. Oh, he was here last night. Oh, he was here. And I'm thinking like, damn. So even if I was messing with somebody, or if I was like on the serious side, you know what I mean? Like, when I taught the guys, I'm sticking and moving. And not necessarily fucking, but sticking and moving. I'm dating. I'm talking to guys. My house is not a revolving door. So I don't bring a lot of men to my house. Even though my son 18, he's still my child. And I care about what my son think about me. It's that demon, not the DL per se, but simply not living in your truth. Exactly, that's what it is. Well, he can drive where he pleases. He absolutely can drive where he pleases. But why do you have to drive here? Cuyahoga Falls is a big city. So why you gotta pull in my driveway and come in my parking lot and just sit there? For what? He told me when we was talking back in May and April that he lived in an apartment. Why the fuck you can't sit in your own parking lot and just sit there? You gonna come all the way to my house and sit in my parking lot? Because he clearly misses you. And that's cool. That's cool. He can miss me. But the thing is, when he had me, he was fucking with niggas. And probably fucking with bitches too. When he had me, he didn't want to spend time with me. He didn't want to fuck with me. Listen, let me tell you something. Hey, Tia. Let me tell you something. I love my ex. I love him with all my heart. And if I told you something different, I'd be telling a motherfucking lie. I love him. I was with that man for a whole fucking decade. So for me to say, oh, I don't love him no more, fuck him, da-da-da-da-da, I'll be telling a lie. You know what I mean? I would be telling a lie if I said I didn't love him. I love him. I love him right now. To this day. I love him. But I can't be with somebody who wasn't honest with me. I can't be with somebody who chose to live this lifestyle outside of me. I had gay friends, trans friends, or he dogged them out. He like sometimes he'd be nice to him and then he accused me of messing with him and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? So we've been through so much in the 10 years, and then this what you turn around and do? That's fucked up. I just want us black and beautiful women to be careful. Yes. And I want to be careful as well. I'm in her. Right. She in here. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Let me tell you something about him. Speaking of missing them, the other night when I came in from work, I worked this whole weekend. Usually I'd be off on Sundays. I only have one day off. So usually I'd be off on Sundays. So I came in yesterday. I was dead tired. Saturday I was tired too. I didn't get off. I didn't stop driving till 2 o'clock on Saturday. Came in the house. And I took my shoes off and took my socks off and my clothes off, whatever. Got in the shower. When I got out the shower, I sat on my little. I got like a little thing in front of my bed that I sit on. And you know how you had them like where you drift off, kind of like. I dreamed about him, like in my little drift off type of sleep, type of situations. And the dream seemed so real. Like the dream legit seemed real as fuck. Like no cap. Like I was in my room. Yeah, I drift off all the time. I'm sure you do, Nirvana. It seems like you miss him. I do. Let me tell you why I miss him though. So after I work hard, one thing he would do, like if I had a long day of working and all of that, you know what I mean? He definitely would make the day better. Like, unless he was on some insecure shit. One thing he did taught me is I will never date another insecure man. Never. I will never date another insecure man. When I first started dating him, I noticed the insecurity in him early on. And I thought like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to show him that I'm with him and I'm for him and I fuck with him. So he's not going to be like this. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm going to show him that I'm only dealing with him and I love him. And that shit don't matter. When you deal with somebody who's extremely insecure, then it don't matter what you do. You obviously wasn't giving him what he needed. I'm just being honest. You know what? And I thought about that too. I wasn't giving him what he needed. It wasn't me just being miserable. He was miserable as well. We both were in a relationship where we both needed other things and we was just lost. You know what I mean? We were lost. We were lost. I ain't gonna say it was just all him not giving me what I needed. I wasn't giving him what he needed either. Let me say this. In the last couple months of our relationship, I gave up. But before that, I tried. I tried everything. Listen. Listen, in the years that me and him was together, you shouldn't have pretended disappearance and say you saw a kid on the side of the road. People worried. What? Okay. Tia or Nirvana, who is this '06 Mercury person? If they keep talking stupid, kick them out. Cause they talk about that Carly shit. So if they say something else dumb, silence them or kick them out or do whatever they did. Okay, so let me tell you something. The last couple months of our relationship, I had clocked out. I was so done with him and all the shenanigans and all the BS and all the other stuff. And you got to remember, I didn't just find out about this DL stuff when we broke up. Months ago, I had saw texts in his phone. And he, you know, lied about it. And said, oh no, that I didn't text it and this and this and that. Listen, that nigga was my best friend for real. Even though we had our ups and downs and this and that, we saw each other in a different light. You know what I mean? He knew all of my intimate secrets and I knew all of his, except the fact that he was interested in men. You know what I mean? And I say this to this day. This is how much I really, for real, seriously loved him. If he would have came to me when I first asked him about it, because it was fucked up the way I found out in his phone. If he would have came to me when I first asked him about it, like, what is this in your phone? Right? And been honest with me then, can you drop the link for the realest on YouTube? Well, I'm being so serious. Your opinion. Drop the link. How I do that? Drop what link? Did you just say F you to Nirvana? Wait, who said that? Accountability. Oh, I'm taking accountability. Nobody has never really asked me this question. I like on YouTube. When I talk to my friends and family, I'm on StreamYard. No, I'm just on YouTube. I don't even know how to sign into StreamYard. When I go on live, I just go on YouTube and hit live. That's all I do. Now, it is something on here that say you can have other people join, but I only hit that button like one time. And then somebody had joined my live with me. But dishonest, no. I was never dishonest about what we was going through. No, absolutely not. I ain't got to lie on that man. I ain't got to lie on him at all. I didn't lie on that man. I told the honest to God truth. And like I said, it was things that we both wasn't giving each other. I ain't gonna say that. Let me say this. He checked out a long time ago. I checked out the last couple of months. Let's just say it like that. Nevada, that's my problem. And just cheat on you, though. Wait, hold on. Do you know him? Who are you? You pushed him away, didn't you? No, I didn't push him away. All the months before all this is going on, right now, you need us to act. Okay, the realest on YouTube, you need to calm down because Nirvana and Tia are my admins and they my homegirls and I love them. These is my sisters. So stop talking crazy to them. The realest on YouTube. Stop being disrespectful. I'm sorry, I missed a comment, y'all, so I didn't even see her say fuck you to Nirvana. I'm the homegirl, so don't worry about it. What? Nope, don't know him or her. I'm just being honest. No. But you definitely sound like you know him and that you talk to him because that's one thing that he always used to say, like, I pushed him away. How can I push somebody away that was not here? Hey, loving me, Tracy. How can I push somebody away who was not 100% ended in the first place? It used to be a time he would get off work and he would let me know what's going on. He definitely stopped doing that. It used to be a time where we would go out, spend time with each other. He definitely was making decent money. You know what I mean? He stopped taking me out, stopped taking me places. I'm tired of you both not taking accountability. Who are you? You definitely know us. Because that means you didn't talk to him and now you talking to me. Who are you? Can you reveal who you are? It's time to be real and honest. I don't mind being real and honest. But at the end of the day, what this all about, the reason... Okay, so what's your legal name? Right, that's what I need to know. Because at the end of the day, he still is DL. He still was DL. So all the other shit don't even matter at this point. I mean, let's be real. It just really don't matter. Like even I had told him, I said, nigga, all my exes except one, because he dead, we could be cool. So you never talked the guy when y'all separated? What do that got to do with anything? What do me talking to a guy when we separated got to do with us breaking up? Absolutely nothing. That has nothing to do with anything. Of course I talked to guys when we separated. We were separated. And he talked to bitches when we separated. What that got to do with anything? What do that got to do with how he acted when we was together? Yeah, some of that. When I was sitting in the house plenty of days and this motherfucker wasn't even coming home when he was out all night with Sean. This the same Sean he was calling the crackhead. He said Sean was gay. He said Sean do crack. Sean rape bitches. Do all kind of stuff. But you was out all night with him. And you knew that when you came home that we was going to get into it, argue. I was going to be sad. I was going to be crying that you hurt my feelings. All kind of shit. But you still chose to stay out all night with him. Let's talk about that. Because y'all were on and off, but you know you still wanted to get back with him. Yeah. And that's, listen, I even said it to him one of the last time we talked. That by now, me and 50 would have been got back together. By now. Him and Sean cool though. Yeah, okay, y'all cool. But let me tell you something. Are you going to fuck up your relationship for one of your friends? You're going to stay out all night long. Literally to 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning with one of your friends when you got a bitch at home? No, you're not going to do that. Why put him on blast, though? How I put him on blast? I keep telling y'all, that's not his story to tell. It was my story. He made it my story when he did it to me. Flat out. He made it my story when he did it to me. When I talked to that trans woman on the phone, And she told me what his car looked like, what was in his back seat, where she gave him for us, where she sucked his dick at, and all that. You don't think that shit crushed me? How it felt like somebody who was 500, 1,000 pounds was sitting on me? How I cried for 15 motherfucking days, every single day. When I woke up, when I went to sleep, I couldn't eat. I asked the motherfuckers on YouTube. I dead ass lost 20 pounds. Because my life was fucked up. Because I couldn't think. No, I wouldn't do that at all. But you know the man he was when you got with him, Peachy. Okay, knowing the man. Wait, hold up. What the fuck do the man he was got to do with anything? I ain't know he liked niggas. The fuck? And even with me knowing the man he was when I got with him, what the fuck do that got to do with him hanging out with Sean? It's 10 years later. So 10 years later, you still gonna fuck up your relationship? Because you wanna hang out in the morning with somebody that you call a crackhead, a rapist, and gay? Who does that? Come on now. Now, you seem like you're stop listening to everyone. Who was everyone? This is what 50 told me about his friend. No, I wouldn't do that at all. But you know, some of that was not true though. And I know that for a fact. How you know? Are you Sean? So 50 telling me that Sean is a rapist, which we read his court cases. And he definitely was raping bitches. That's why the fuck he went to jail the last couple times. I'm not taking sides. I'm just being real. No, you not. Because you justifying all the shit that he was doing. You're justifying. You're telling me why I put him on blast. Why he cheat with a nigga and didn't tell me? Why wasn't he honest with me? The fuck? Why did I have to find out that he was on Grindr through his other phone? Why did I have to be in his house waiting on him till 8 o'clock in the morning and he all night with Sean, riding around and shit? Why on every holiday he disappearing for hours and then, I'm going to my mama's house and then getting drunk as fuck and then coming in here at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and I got to just sit and we got to beef and go through all the bullshit? Why is it's always the same shit, the same shit, the same shit? Who the fuck wants to keep going through that? I'm not though. All I'm saying is 2 wrongs don't make a right. You miss him, obviously. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Okay, yeah, 2 wrongs don't make a right, and I miss him. Okay, yeah, I miss him. And what's next? And he misses you as well. Okay, we miss each other. What do that got to do with the fact that he lied to me about that and about being attracted to men and clearly having sex with him? You are he talking about? He got a whole nother... Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about him fucking with Ed's sister. Taking pictures with the bitch. The bitch all in his fucking bedroom with bras off and all this shit. People lie, baby girl. Nigga, I seen the shit. This girl was all on Instagram attacking me. I never did nothing to that girl. After I made the video about him stalking me, all of a sudden that girl started attacking me. I never said nothing about that girl. The only he just trying to compensate for you. How the fuck he gonna do it? First of all, I'm the biggest hustler that nigga ever was with. Period. How the fuck you gonna compensate for me with a bitch who got 3 kids, damn near homeless, because I'm sure she lived in her mama's house who passed away. You know, rest in peace to her mama and all that, because my mama did too. What am I say? Don't got a job, got 3 kids, ain't got no hustle, the biggest hoe out here, fucked all his friends, fucked all these other niggas. I remember I used to follow her on her old IG page. Let's be real now. This the same Brittany. This bitch ain't changed. She was with her old baby daddy, but this nigga can never compensate with me with a hoe like her. It's 1,000 bitches, and that's the bitch you want to try to throw up? But this the problem. I ain't got no problem with you dating nobody, because I'm definitely doing me. My issue was when she started attacking me because I wasn't doing nothing to her. I didn't do nothing to her. The only thing I said in the live was, why would you bring a bitch to my house? You understand what I mean? Why would you bring a broad to my house? Whether it was her or whatever, bitch, because I didn't see the person. The person that he bought the bud from saw like, oh, he brought a chick over here. And I'm like, how disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm sure that the chick knew that this was my... Well, you know what? Let me not say that. I don't know. Because Chris is very secretive. So he could have brought the chick over here and didn't tell her that it was my house. But the point was, why would you bring a chick over to my house? And then I got the whole screenshot. So let me tell you about this. What he did that, because she upset you, put him on black. No. She did this after the video. She did that after the video. The reason why I put him on blast was because he kept coming over here. He didn't tell her for sure. The reason why I put him on blast, like you're saying, was because he kept coming over here. Stop it. Stop invading my space. Leave me alone. Stop going to my son's job. Stop asking people about me. Stop talking about me. Just stop it. When I see people he know, I'm going to tell you like this. The only person I asked about him was my cousin Tay. Because my cousin Tay, they was still hanging around each other. Like all of them, all the niggas that he knew from Shaker. And he was like, shit, 50 was doing the same shit when he saw me. Other than that, when I saw other people that I knew, but he was just in the parking lot. Why do you think that's okay? He doesn't live here any longer. Why is he just hanging out in my parking lot? If you think that's okay, you just as crazy as him. That's not your home, Peachy. And it ain't his either. But it's where I stay. It's where I pay rent. Storm Reigns TV. I'm sitting up here talking to some girl who saying they know my ex. And I'm trying, she trying to justify the fact that my ex is stalking me. And she trying to tell me that it's okay for him to just sit in my parking lot and just sit there. No, it's not okay. And if the real is on YouTube, you need to be real in real life. Fuck being real in YouTube. Be real in real life. If you think it's okay for him to sit in my parking lot and just sit here, you think it's okay for him to go up to my son's job and just go up there and, okay, Matthew, my son work at McDonald's. So let's just say that he just really loves McDonald's that much and you just going up there to get McDonald's. Okay, but I'm going to tell you this. Girl, you too good for this. You are beautiful and blessed. He is not worth it. Period. But let me tell you this. So the day he came over here for the weed, first of all, he came over here. He texted the girl because the girl sent me the screenshot of him begging for weed all day long. Dig this. 10 o'clock in the morning, he texts the girl at 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, what's up? You got some bud. The girl texts him back like, yeah, I'm not saying anything, okay? I'm just saying he has the right to do certain things. Girl, you crazy. Anyway, so he texts the weed girl at 10 o'clock in the morning to say, I'm coming, you got some bud. She texts him back like, yeah. He like, all right, I'm trying to, well, okay, she texted him back like, yeah. He like, okay, I want to spend, okay, I'm trying to get some, or however the conversation went. After that, she stopped responding. He's steady texting her all day. Hey, I'm about to pull up. I'm around the corner. I'm in the driveway. I mean, no, he ain't say I'm in the driveway. I'm about to pull up. Where you at? Did you fall asleep? This all day long. Now, mind you, we live in Cuyahoga Falls. Now, mind you, he stayed in Cuyahoga Falls. I mean, we live in Cuyahoga Falls. Cleveland is about 30 minutes from here. 45 minutes, depending on where you're going. Wow, you just being disrespectful. I swear he'd be the same way. Who being disrespectful? Who am I being disrespectful to? What's the truth? What are you saying? What are you saying is the truth that I can't handle? Anyway, so he say he wanted to get the weed from the girl at 10 o'clock in the morning. He's texting this girl all day long. All day. Right? So the girl don't text him back until 10 o'clock that night. Period. 10 o'clock that night. So at 10 something that night, he like, okay, I'm on my way. I'm about to pull up. It ain't even 5 minutes later, he pulls up. That's when the boyfriend tells her, because she like, every time she used to come outside, he used to be trying to spark up conversation. She don't even come outside no more. She sends her dude out to serve him or whatever with the little bullshit. He goes out there. The girl, her boyfriend tells her like, yeah, he bought some chick over here. Okay, cool. My thing is, you waited 12 hours from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. All day long, you waited to spend $20 on some weed. Nigga, you could have went to Cleveland and back 100 times and bought some motherfucking bud. Real talk. But you waited 12 whole hours to buy some weed? Nigga, you came over here just to see what the fuck I was doing. Period. You never waited 12 hours to spend $20 on bud. You could have went to Cleveland and bought some. Period. But see, that's the shit I'm talking about. And I ain't being disrespectful to nobody. I never disrespected you. And I can't handle the truth. What are you talking about? Peachy, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. She sent me the fucking text message. What are you saying? And how do you know? Are you the bitch he brought to my house? How do you know? Were you with him? No, you weren't. What are you talking about? No, and I just said bitch. Are you the female he brought to my house? The fuck? And even if you are, then you need to be telling him to stay the fuck from over here. Period. It's something wrong with you too. Shit. That's weirdo ass shit. I don't come where he be. I know where all his friends live. I know where they hang out. I know where they be at. I know where his mama live. I know where his daddy live. I know where Mike live. I know where Ed live. That chick that he fuck with, Brittany. I know where Ed and Brittany, his brother and sister. I know where they house at. Who else he be with? I don't know. Whoever the fuck else he be with. I know where all they ass stay. I don't go nowhere near those places. I don't drive my car. Even if I gotta go down one of the motherfucking streets, I go the other way. Cause I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she trying to see 50. She's stalking 50. I'm trying to get him out of my head. I'm trying to get him out of my heart. You understand? 10 years is a long time to be with somebody. So what I'm trying to do is keep my motherfucking sanity in the process. You think I want to keep, like for instance, she annoying me. I gotta go, but love you, Peachy. Tracy, I know you on here. You be in those beef sectors. Oh, Damien, don't go. I know I'm sitting up here hollering and screaming and I'm getting all hostile. But she kind of lightweight making me mad. Damn, girl, you better hope he didn't bring you nothing back. Make you mad. Oh, no, baby, he ain't bring me nothing back. Because as soon as I found out that he was messing with the DL people, baby, I went straight to my doctor. I get a full workup every 3 months with HIV, AIDS, HPV, all the STIs and all that. I mean, STIs will show up, instantly, but sometimes HIV and AIDS and HPV, they tend to show up like differently sometimes in your blood and stuff like that. He doesn't have any diseases. Bitch, how you know? Is you fucking him? Like, if you are, he got good dick. That's a fact. He definitely got good dick. So whoever fucking him now. But I don't know. He doesn't look well. The video I got sent today of him, he like his Bell's palsy is really acting like I was so tempted on everything. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna be real transparent in this moment. I was literally on the phone with my homegirl, excuse me, today. I was crying, talking to my homegirl. Like, it's so fucking sad that I seen this picture and I know him so well that I saw his face. His face is swole on that left side because his Bell's palsy is acting up so bad. And his left eye is good girl smart. Use your brain. Leave him alone. His left side is his face. Basically anybody who know about Bell's palsy, you already know about it. But that means that he's not getting good sleep. He's not resting. He's stressing. He's drinking probably a lot. I know him. I know what's up. He needs to get some rest. He needs to sit down. Stop running around. He's stressed for sure. But why is he stressed? I mean, let me not say that. It's probably a number of things that he may have to be stressed about. But he needs to really sit down and reevaluate some things and chill the fuck out. Cause I seen it all I seen it in that video. I'm like, oh my God. I stress him out. How? I ain't doing nothing but living my life. He misses you for real. I miss him as well. I told him, I said, I wish we could be cool. We could be cordial. I told him that. I told him that before. I told him, cause I'm cool with all my exes. Like literally. Like the dude at the BB's Humble Kitchen when y'all see me do that review. I used to fuck with that nigga back in the day when Dejan was a toddler. A little nigga. Like me and him cool as fuck. The guy that I deal with after that, cool as fuck. I just saw him at the liquor store the other day. We sat there and chopped it for like 30 minutes. His kids was in the car. Me and him was talking. I'm fucking with the kids. All kind of shit. He got a new chick. She do hair. I didn't exchange numbers with his new chick so she could do my motherfucking hair. You know what I mean? Who else? One of my exes is dead. He got murdered. Who else I'm still cool with? Guys that I didn't like dated. Maybe we weren't necessarily a couple. But I'm cool with all my exes. All of them. And I told him, like, I mean, he may not want to be my friend because he feel like I outed him. Like in our text messages, he said that before, like, you outed me on YouTube. Because this was before all the shit went on Instagram. Yeah, he loves you. He looked better when he was with you. Hatasha Haynes, are you following me? I mean, are you subscribed to me? On, what's this? YouTube, Hatasha? I don't believe I've ever seen your name in my comments before. I mean, that's another thing. Like, why he ain't got his hair cut? Why he ain't trimmed his face up? Like, what's up? I was looking at that today. But I was definitely, like, crying tears talking to my friend today. Like, I really want to text him real bad. And all I just wanted to say to him was, dude, get some rest. Lay down. Home cooked meal. Stop eating out. Stop drinking. At least for 2 weeks. At least for 2 weeks. Or even if you don't do it for a whole week. Just at least, like, how we used to do through the week when we lived together was Monday through Friday. Like, we might sip a little bit here and there. But we was not drinking heavy. On the weekends, we might kick it tough or whatever. But we used to rest, get sleep. You know what I mean? Well, when we was beefing, we used to be beefing. But we would rest, get sleep. We would be in the bed, kicking it, talking. Go to sleep, wake up, went to work. I'm a bush watcher, but I do subscribe. Okay, thank you. I hope you subscribe to me. I'm doing a cash giveaway, y'all. So if y'all want to win some cash, keep watching me because I'm giving away some money. But yeah, you know what I mean? And one thing, when he was my man, regardless of whether I was mad at him or not, I definitely took care of him. His Bell's palsy wasn't that bad when I was with him, for sure. Because even if I was mad, I made sure his ass went to sleep. I made sure his ass got up for work. Even if we ate out, I tried to cook at least 2 to 3 times a week. You know what I mean? No, we wasn't having sex because I didn't trust him. And I knew that he was on some trash. So we wasn't having sex. If he told you that, that's the truth. No. We hadn't had sex since January. That's the honest to God truth. And before that, we hadn't had sex since October or November. October, November. However, but just keep it cordial. I don't have a problem with being cordial with him. I promise you I don't. I don't have a problem. I'm like, shit. I'm like, listen. He funny. I'm funny. We get together. We can laugh. We can blow, smoke. You know what I mean? We can sip on some. You know what I mean? I don't know what schedule he work now or whatever. We can sip. We can smoke. All this type of shit. But we just can never be a couple. Never again in life. Period. I don't want to date nobody who's bisexual. I don't. I want to date a man who's heterosexual. And that's another thing. He blamed his sexuality on me. He said it was my fault. Did he ever miss the realest on YouTube? Did y'all depression? He said he depressed. He actually said that. Man, what's up with some more ice cream content? I'm gonna do another one. Oh, y'all want me to show y'all my next review? I'm gonna be doing margaritas. I got all these different flavors of margaritas. And I'm doing, well, that's not my next one. I got like 2 more before I do the margarita one. Because I got 2 more that I already taped and they already on my phone. I just got to edit them and upload them. But I'm taping the margarita one when I get with, I don't know if I'm doing it by myself or I'm going to have my best sister in it. Either way, I'm going to have somebody with me when I do the margarita one. But depression, I'm going to pray for him tonight. And I'm going to pray that out of his life because I've been there. When I was going to therapy, and I still go to therapy every Tuesday online. Every other Tuesday, I'm sorry. Online. I go to my therapy. I talk to my therapist. I take medication. I was going through major anxiety, major depression. All of that. I was damn near suicidal. He could tell you. If he ever told you anything, he'll let you know that I was fucked up. I was fucked up. And some of that was his fault too. He was not very supportive. But let me say this. I'm going to give him some grace on that because I feel like some of the reason he wasn't supportive has a lot to do with the way he was raised and the way he grew up. I don't like making excuses for men who don't act right when they're grown. But I kind of feel like he didn't know how to support me in those moments. Let me just say that. Have I ever been with a woman? Yes. But that was half of his reason for saying. So when I first met him, I told him about my experience with a woman. Right? My son was little. The nigga I was dealing with was in the joint. I called myself not cheating on him. She was a friend of mine. We was, we was cool. And she ate my pussy more than once. And I loved it. It was the best head I ever got. The best head I ever got was from a female. Period. The best head I ever received was from a female. And I told him that up front when I first met him. He didn't have to find that out in no fucked up type of way. He didn't have to look through my phone and find it out. We discussed it. I told him like me and her was never a couple. I never took it no further than that. I never did anything to her. You know, it just was what it was. I experienced it and I enjoyed it. I did. And that was that. That was many, many years ago. That's what it was. So when all of this stuff happened with him, like now, he like, well, you a hypocrite because you messed with a woman before too. So that make you lesbian. I said, well, you could call me what you want to. I said, because my issue, real talk, is not the fact that you desired men or whatever. My issue is the way I found out. Because just like I told him, if you would have been honest with me from the start, then maybe we could have worked through it. You know how many times I asked this man to go to therapy? You know how many times I cried my eyeballs out, begged him, please, let's go to therapy? We were supposed to be married years ago. We was together for 10 years. Now I thank God that I never married him. Period. But yes, I don't have no shame in it. That's why I said when I actually tell the real story and I uproot do my receipts, then I'll tell that part of the story. I ain't got no shame in my game. Yes, a woman ate my pussy and it was the best head I ever got in my life. Period. The best. Okay, everybody done disappeared. What happened? Everybody just dropped off. Y'all left me? It's like there's only one person here now. Natasha, Storm. Did everybody just leave my life? What the hell going on? Damn, 10 years? Yes. We was together for 10 years. 10 whole years. We were never married. When he asked me to, when we were engaged, when he asked me to marry him, he bought me a ring and he just gave it to me. It wasn't like special. It wasn't like presented to me in a special way. He lightweight just kind of like gave it to me. And I took it. I said yes. It was a nice ring, you know, all that. And then every time he got mad at me, he took it away. Every time he got mad at me. Every time he got mad at me, he took the ring away. Literally. Took the ring. Oh, we beefing? Give me my ring back. Oh, give me my ring back. Oh, so, give me my ring back. Every time. So, you know, I got tired of that. So eventually I gave the motherfucker back. And I ain't never put it back on. And then I had it in my possession when we broke up. And I gave it back to him. I didn't keep it or nothing. Because I ain't know that, you know, oh, you got my ring. Nope. I gave it right back to him. Definitely gave it back. Sure did. But yeah, 10 years. 10 whole years. And now I'm back out here. Do your son see him as a father figure? Yeah. I mean, he was around him for 10 years. My son only 18. He was around my son more than half his life. So just like this the thing. My son saw the good and the bad. So all the times that I was hurt and struggling and crying and hey Jasmine, my queen, how you doing? So all the times I was hurt and struggling and going through it, and my son is just like me. So times when we may have been arguing, my son was there, and my son used to be checking me like, "Mom, you was wrong in this situation," or blah blah blah. You know what I mean? You know, but yeah. Don't get me wrong. At the beginning, Dejan's father was active, and then Dejan's father kind of fell off over the years. But Dejan 18 now, so that shit don't even matter. For real, for real. But he did respect 50. Like, you know what I mean? He respected him for the person that he was, like, being around. That's why I called 50 and I invited him to my son's graduation. Like, me and 50 actually talked. And I told him, like, you're supposed to be here. This is not supposed to be an event without you being here. I don't give a fuck if me and you don't never talk again in life. You're supposed to be at this boy's graduation. Period. There's no way you can miss this. I invited him. Very respectful. Thank you. So I invited him to my son's graduation. I did. And then, like I said, no matter what me and him was going through, I wanted him at the graduation. So I invited him. How do you feel about what's going on with y'all? He team mommy. I'm his mother. He feels like I'm making the right decision. He understands that I've been happier. As soon as me and 50 broke up, I got a better job. I've been paying my bills by myself. Been having no problems. Everything has been good. On my end, you know what I mean? So in my son's eyes, he sees a happier mother. And that's all he wants for me. You know what I mean? I did explain to him what was going on with 50. And he was shocked. He like, "Mom, I can't believe that." And I'm like, yeah. My own son told me, he like, "Mom, I can't believe it." He like, not the athlete, not the guy that was, raised by his dad, the oldest of 5 brothers, da-da-da, this and that, and all the things. You don't understand, like, Hatasha, you don't understand how hurt I was. I was crushed. Like, I'm telling you, like, to this day, like right now, I was hurt. I could not believe it. Like, because you got to understand, when I first saw the text messages months ago, I refused to believe it. I'm like, this is not true. And I just kind of like pushed it to the back of my head. Like, whatever he said, I believed it. Oh, this wasn't you. And these are text messages in his phone. Like, oh, no, I just let somebody see my phone. Well, who had your phone? Oh, I don't remember. Now, this is the motherfucker that can remember something I told him 10 years ago when I first met him. But he couldn't remember who had his phone, who was texting in his phone. You know? But he had said that it was somebody else in his phone and blah, 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 blah. So I just let that go. You know what I mean? Like, but it was in my head. That was the reason why we kind of originally stopped having sex. Now, even before that, our sex was like low. My sex drive was low because I was unhappy. You know what I mean? I just wasn't happy with him. It was a lot. We was getting into it a lot. We was beefing. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. He was being really selfish about things. I wasn't giving in to a lot of bullshit. So I started to be selfish. Like, one thing about him, like, even when he would be selfish, I would still be really genuine, generous. And this is the honest to God truth. He was not used to me being selfish. So when he started to see that I was being selfish as well, like for instance, birthdays. His birthday is before mine. So this was how it was. His birthday was the 12th. My son's birthday on the 23rd. Mine's on the 29th. All our birthdays in May. So, hey, culture. So, all our birthdays all fell in May. So, on the 12th, his birthday was first. So, you know, I will always give him, like, great birthday presents. Like, lay him out. No matter however my situation was, if I had to save money, work extra hard, put money to the side, no matter what I had to do, always made sure his birthday was special. Because when we first met, I remember like me doing something for his birthday, and he was like, you know, I never really had cakes growing up, and you know, I want a cake, and you know, my birthday is special to me, and you know, I want that. You know, he made me understand that his birthday was very special, and whatever he told me at the time, he made me understand that. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, so from that day forward, I made sure he had a cake every year. I made sure that I made a big deal about his birthday. Now, you got to think about it. His birthday on the 12th, my son's birthday is 11 days later on the 23rd. My birthday the 29th. So, when my son should be my first priority, which he was, but this is also my man. So, it's like when May came, I was basically non-existent. You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely going to make a big deal about my son, but I'm doing something great for my boyfriend too. So basically, it had got to a point with him where when my birthday came, oh, I resort to Grand Resort in Youngstown, right? Them rooms was expensive as fuck. We stayed there for 3 days. I had saved my money because that's when we was unemployed. I was doing Lyft every day. I had saved my money and everything, paid for the rooms, paid for the room. All I had to do was, you know, the day we went was had spending money or whatever. What fucked around and happened was he ended up losing his job too. It was crazy. So lo and behold, I ended up getting like a nice sum of money right before we left for the resort. So it was even better. Like, oh, we got more spending money. You know what I mean? So I took him to that. It was lit. Like, and then on the day of his birthday, because we ended up going that weekend, I had got him his favorite. I got him ribs. We got edibles, weed, drink. We sat in here, we chilled that night. You know what I mean? We I had some sex with him that night. You know what I mean? Like, I was kind of dishing it out, but you know, we was beefing. Anyway, he had a good birthday. Then that weekend, took him to the resort. Everything was good. Stayed there for 3 days. We did all the fun shit. Then boom, we come back home. My son's birthday come. That year, he did not give my son nothing for his birthday. Nothing. My son had got him a $50 gift card for the video game. Okay? My son's birthday on the 23rd. He didn't give my son nothing for his birthday. Nothing. Not $10, not a fucking car from the store, not a video game, not nothing. Now, man, we wasn't working, but he was getting unemployment. We both was getting unemployment at the time. He got my son nothing for his birthday. Mind you, we both was doing Lyft, DoorDash, plus we was getting unemployment. Anybody who know me know I hustle. I get it. I'm going to get it by any means necessary. That's one thing I've tried to put in him, but he'll work, but he ain't as much of like, he don't really be on his grind as much as me. You feel me? So it just is what it is. But that year he didn't get my son nothing for his birthday. So I'm pissed. I confront him like, you really didn't give him nothing for, oh, I'm gonna get him some, this and that, blah, blah, blah. He never did. Right? My birthday come along, 29th. The day of my birthday, so the 28th come in. That's also Mike's birthday. That's one of his best friend birthdays from childhood, one of his good friends. He leaves at like 7 o'clock in the evening on the 28th and say, I'm going to get some weed on the other side of town. I'm going to come back. He stays out till 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't bring in my birthday with me. 12 o'clock, strike the clock. I'm sitting in the house by myself. I am crying my fucking eyeballs out. Okay? I'm crying. Because I'm like, how could he do this to me? You know what I mean? Like I just took you to the resort. You already disappointed my son. Me and my son gave you great gifts. I took you to a resort. I made sure on your birthday you was straight. Everything cool. How can you do this to me? Do you know this motherfucker had the nerve to call me while he was with them niggas and say, oh, happy birthday. Oh, it's your birthday. While he was with them. I said, okay. Hung up. Hung up the phone. He still didn't come in here till 4 o'clock. He was busted, drunk as fuck. Right? It's my birthday. So when he came in, I stayed up till he got here. We argued. He fell asleep. Got up that next day, the same day. And I'm just like, I was just trying to make the best of it because it was my birthday. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to argue today. I don't want to be into it. I just want to have a good day. So he left and he comes back with this birthday bag. He had got me a card and he had all these little trinkets in it. It was like a whole bunch of shit from the dollar store. Like, oh, this your favorite body wash. And this is your favorite spray for the house. And it was like shit that he would buy me on a regular day. And I feel like this was shit that he had already just had in his car. And he really just forgot to give to me or something. And he just put it in a birthday bag and then just handed it to me. Like, this is what I really feel like he did. So I'm like, oh, thanks. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm being grateful. Because if I would have acted anything less than grateful, it would have been like, well, I got you something and you don't appreciate it and blah, 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 blah. So I took the bag. I'm like, oh, thank you. And all I really wanted was a seafood bag. So my son bought me a seafood bag. He went and got it from the spot. Come back, I'm eating my seafood bag. My sister comes over. My sister give me her present. That's when I still had my business going. And the shirt said, something about support a black-owned business or something like, minding my black-owned business. Nice shirt. Gave me some money and card and all that. So 2 weeks later, he kept saying, that's when I was doing my craft shit. He kept saying that he was going to buy me. I was looking for a mug. I needed a mug press. I wanted a Cricut mug press. At that time, that was about $200. I'm going to get you the mug press. I'm going to get you the mug press. He had been saying that weeks before my birthday. Never got it. So 2 weeks later, he come in the house like, here. Like with an attitude. So I'm just like, what's wrong with you? Man, nothing, man. I ain't even really got it. And I know you're going to be complaining if I don't get you nothing for your birthday. I'm like, nigga, it's almost a fucking month later. I'm over-exaggerating. But I'm just like, what are you talking about? It's definitely like June 15th or something. And he just like handed me the $100 like, here. And he like, that's what you really be wanting anyway. You all about the money. Like, you got an attitude giving it to me. So I took it, of course. And that was my birthday present 2 weeks later. $200. I mean, no, $100. I'm sorry. $100. So when the next year came around, I did like the bare minimum. I bought him something from Amazon. It was like a tire pressure, like to a tire thing to like put air in your tires in your car. It was like something like that. It might have cost like $30 or $40. I'm like, well, let me get him something that he need. I didn't go all out, and I had it, but I didn't go all out. You know, like, and I think that year. Now on Christmas, he hooked me up. He got me a lot of nice shit for Christmas. But it's like, that's how it is. Like, you do something super nice for me, and then you be mean to me. You know what I mean? And then, or when, like the shit he bought me on Christmas, every time you get mad at me, you take shit away. He's good for that. Taking shit away when he mad, oh my God. That's why, like, when he left and he took my son's shoes, oh, he ain't had nothing coming after that. Like, he had, so for Christmas, he had bought me some gaslighting for sure. He had bought me some Uggs and had bought my son some LeBrons. And he had bought me this air fryer 2 years ago. And I had this little mini fridge that he had got me. He swore up and down that it ain't my mini fridge. Now he says that. But when he left out of here that day, he took the air fryer, my son's LeBrons, and my Uggs. And a mini fridge. I'm like, why would you take my son's shoes? Why would you take my shoes? Like, what are you going to do with some shoes that's my size? Like, I guess he could have gave them to a chick. He could have sold them. Because I had only worn them maybe 3 or 4 times. So they wasn't, like, fucked up. You know what I mean? So I guess he could have, like, took them somewhere and sold them. But, like, my feet was in them. Like, who wants some used ass shoes? Like, I don't know. No, why you taking it from the baby? Yeah, took my son's shoes. And that's what I'm saying. Even after that, after we broke up and everything, I'm saying I was still willing to be cordial with him. Like I was saying, we can still be cool. I said that to him. We can still be cordial. We can still be cool. We don't have to hate each other. We don't have to be on no bullshit with each other. But he just wouldn't let well enough alone. Why you still got to be coming over my house? Why you still got to be going up to my son's job? Why every time you talk to people, you asking about me? Why you bringing bitches over my house? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why you still got to be so, you know what I mean? Like, why? Why? You doing everything in your power, it seemed like, to be on some bullshit. When really all I wanted to do with you was just be cordial. And the only reason I really did that last video was because you keep coming to my house. Like right now, I should say, the one neighbor said he just rode through here. He didn't like stop and park. He just rode through here and rode back out. But my thing is, why you even doing that? Why? And there was some girl on here earlier talking about, but he could park in the parking lot. Why the fuck should he be parking in the parking lot? Do to make him happy because he was not in it for good. He was a manipulator. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It didn't matter what I did. It didn't matter what type of gifts I gave him. It didn't matter how much sex I gave him. It didn't matter how attentive I was, how good of a cook I was, how, you know, how much I cleaned the house. It didn't matter how beautiful I was, how ugly I was. None of that stuff mattered. Anything I did was not enough. Period. Because I definitely tried everything. And then when I found out that you was messing with men, I can't compete with no nigga. I can't. So at that point, it's like, what do I do at this point? Like, what do I do at this point? I cannot compete with a man. The way because he told me all he got was oral from the man. So like I said, the best head I ever got was from a woman. Period. So if you fucking with a nigga, if your experience with a man was as good as my experience with a woman, then you got the best motherfucking head in your life. I can't suck dick like that. So go ahead and do you, bruh. I can't compete. For real. I can't compete. Ain't nothing I could do. Excuse me. I can't compete. I can't fuck with him. Yeah, because that nigga know probably exactly how to suck dick. He know exactly what to do. I can't compete. And that's just that on that. Yep. You should have been in here earlier, Jay. You gotta watch this replay. You gotta watch this replay. Cause it's you missed a lot, Jazz. Jazz, what is your new number? Cause I gotta start texting you when I'm going live. I got a few more admins now though, but I gotta start texting you when I go live. So you can know what's going on. It was some girl in here that said she knew him. And we was talking. Or whatever. Okay, I locked on. Like, okay, period is live. Yeah. Yeah, it was some girl in here. Her name was The Realest on YouTube. And she talk about he missed me and he's depressed and all this other stuff. You gotta watch it. I was being honest with the girl though. Definitely totally honest with her. I will send it to you on Facebook. Okay. Yep. He's stalking, sending little stalkers. That's why I say, that's why I'm like, when I have lives, it always be one person. Like, if it be 3 people, it only be 2 people talking. And it always be one person. I think he be watching my lives too. Which I don't even care about that. He can watch the lives and all that. My thing is, why is you in my parking lot? Know what I mean? Unless I invite you here, then you shouldn't be here. But that's his fault. Because I told him back in April and May, when I said we could be cordial, we could be cool. I told him that. I said, after I got over that initial hurt and pain, after I stopped crying and I was like, okay, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to do me. You know what I mean? After I had opened myself up, I was talking to dudes and, you know what I mean? And, that, you know, I was happy, smiling every day. I had got a new job. I'm able to pay my bills. I got money in the bank now. You know what I mean? Like, all the stressors that I felt like I was going to be going through when he was gone, all that shit went away. You know what I mean? Right, he better be careful. Restraining orders are real. Exactly. So once all that shit, once all the things, once I got over all the things that I thought was going to be the most stressful for me, I told him, like, we could be cordial. I mean, now we about to be all kicking it every day or no crazy shit like that, but we don't have to hate each other. Because I'm literally cool with all my exes. You know what I mean? So I told him. And he all like, no, ain't you happy? Like, just being all corny and fake and fucked up. And that was on him. I'm like, okay. So I left it alone. Boom. After the graduation, communication was cut off. We wasn't talking no more. Because I invited him to Dejan's graduation. You've been in my son's life for 10 years. Why wouldn't I? That's a moment I know you wouldn't want to miss. And my son probably wanted him there too. So I invited him. Boom. Came to the graduation. He was cool in the graduation, but then after the graduation in the parking lot, he was on some bullshit. So that was that. And then all of a sudden, like, and not all of a sudden, but he's in my parking lot. My neighbors is telling me, he going up to my son's job, all this, and I'm just like, and then what really pissed me off was he come here to get some bud from the girl, and he brought a chick to my house. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, man, I know where your mama stay. I know where your father stay. I know where all your friends stay that you hang out with. Am I bringing motherfuckers to where you be at? You ain't hard to find, my nigga. You not hard to find. Like, I know every holiday you gonna go to your mama house. I could pull up on you anytime I want. Have I brought anybody to you? No. I would never do anything like that. I would never bring any drama, you know what I mean, to your parents' homes. I ain't gonna bring no drama to you. Cause it ain't that deep for me. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna bring it to you. Cause I'm just not. And girl, sometimes people can block our. Exactly. Got a new job almost immediately. I done met some super cool people. I'm talking about that's really feeding me. That's really, in my life, like fucking with me tough. Supporting me. A lot of nice new supporters. Some people have came back into my life that I hadn't dealt with in a minute. Basically because of him. Pouring into your soul. Yes, real talk. And like I said, there's some people that's back around, that is circled back around and was like, he was toxic for you. And this and that. And like I said, I'm not going to put our whole relationship on him. I'm not going to say that the reason why, the relationship ended was just because of him. Because, it was things that I could have fixed as well. But I would say that I feel like I tried harder than him to make it work. For sure. I tried harder and I tried longer than him. And it ain't no way in hell that he thought what he was doing was good enough to make a relationship work. Ain't no way. And if he did think that what he was doing was making a relationship work, then that's the reason why he ain't in one with me. Period. Because it just ain't no way in the fuck that he felt like whatever he had going on was okay. And like I said, when I found out what I found out, I was crushed. I was fucked up. Let me say, like I tell people, I wanted to die. I wanted to die. I was so humiliated. Because I knew at that point where this was a point where I couldn't get back with him. There's no way. I can't get back with you now. I can't. I can't get back with you. My body, my mind, my soul not going to allow me to be back with you and rest. There's no way I could lay with you the same. And I know that you've been with a man. Because I don't know. Do I feel like I could date somebody who has been with a man before? I don't know. I don't know. If somebody come to me and be honest with me up front about it, it would be something I would really have to think about. But I can't take the dishonesty. Like, see, that's the thing with him. It was like everything else that we was already going through, and then the dishonesty and the DL shit on top of it. You know what I mean? Like, But you have to still remember that he wasn't honest from the beginning about his sexual orientation. Basically, he lied all the time. Basically. And that's what I'm saying. That's one of the biggest questions that I have. Like, I really want to talk to him. Like, I want it to just be a me and him conversation. I really want us, me and him, to sit in a room, and I really want him to have to tell me the truth. He's a big liar. So it's some things that I'll never know. Right? It makes it where you don't know what to believe. Exactly. So it's some things I never know the truth about because he ain't going to tell me the truth. He never will. But I want to know how long it's been. How long have you been messing with men? That's something that always, to this day, right now, sat in the back of my mind. How long were you messing with men? I want to know. Because I'm just, yeah. It's fucked up. Like, I cried so much for that, I don't even have no more tears. Left for that situation, I can't cry not another tear regarding him, our relationship, missing him, thinking about him, dreaming about him. I can't cry another tear. I cried so much when we first broke up. I cannot cry one more tear. I can't cry no more. All I could do is smile and be happy that I'm happy. That's all I could do at this point. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my situation right now. I'm happy. I really am. I'm in a good place in my life. You know what I mean? I'm meeting people. I'm doing things. I'm saving up for my Jamaica trip next year. I'm flat out. I'm going to be wearing 2 pieces and motherfucking crop tops the whole time I'm in Jamaica. Baby, they going to get all these rolls and stretch marks in motherfucking Jamaica next year. Period. I'm going to be cute. Period. I'm about to get my passport. For show, for showly, for show. So I am just excited. I'm excited about my future. I am. And I wish him the best. And even though he said I outed him. He texted me. Not recently, but this was like Texas months ago. He said I outed him. I don't even know how, it was some girl on here saying that he missed me and he loved me and all that. So I don't really know how right now, how he feels about me. Cause she all like, you don't think he'll hurt you and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what that mean? Should I be scared? Should I be worried? I need to go get me some more bullets. Stop by to say hi, everyone on the way. Have a good night. Hey, Nefertiti. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. And good night. I know it's late. I'm just up kicking the bobo with y'all. Just up kicking the bobo with y'all. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I got to catch up on your videos too. This weekend, I ain't get to do nothing. I worked all this weekend. I definitely got to watch like your last 2 or 3 videos. I got to catch up. But good to see you. I appreciate you for stopping by. But yeah, I really wish I would try to catch you next time, sis. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Nefertiti. I really want us to be like cordial. But I don't know if at this point, he probably like, bitch, you took it too far. You done told everybody. Because like I said in our text before, he had already said that I had outed him on YouTube. Because the people on YouTube, y'all already knew. But people who actually watch my YouTube channel, had already knew what was going on as far as the down low shit and him fucking with the niggas and all that. They already knew what was going on. But like the people on IG didn't know. But I'm telling you, the only reason I did that is because he wouldn't fucking leave me alone. How the fuck am I supposed to get over you? How the fuck am I supposed to get over this situation? And every time I turn around, you in my parking lot, at my son's job. I'm sitting in the parking lot, you pulling up, sitting there, doing shit. Just leave me alone. Like, the fuck? When I said let's be cordial and be cool, you ain't want to do it. Okay, cool. That was months ago. That was back in April and May. When you came before you came to the graduation. But even then, that still didn't mean come sit in the parking lot and just sit there and watch and be weird. That ain't what that meant. Plus, I feel like because I don't be putting niggas and shit on my social media, he trying to see what the fuck I be doing. I don't put men on my social media. I'm dating. So I'm not dealing with nobody exclusively. You know what I mean? So I ain't clicking it up and taking pictures with bitches. I mean with niggas, and I ain't doing all that. I don't have niggas on my social media. My social media is for me and my homegirls and my homeboys. Not for just niggas that I went on a date with him on Tuesday. I might go out on a date with another nigga on Saturday. You think I'm gonna post up both of them niggas? No. Absolutely not. I might sit and chill and kick it. Might go have drinks with him, or we might just sit in the car, sit in the house, have some drinks. I be posting shit in my close friends, or I got shit on my phone, you know, my own personal archives and shit. But I'm not posting just niggas that I'm just kicking. That's what I really think. That's what me and my friend was talking about too. Like she feel like that because I'm not posting no man on my social media, that he's trying to see what I'm doing. That's why he be coming over here to see if he gonna see somebody come. You ain't gonna see nobody coming in and out of this house, cause my house is not a fucking revolving door. I have an 18-year-old son. I care what my son thinks about me. I'm not about to just have niggas coming in and out, in and out, in and out like that. No, that shit is dead. Fuck that shit. I'm about to just have niggas just in and out, in and out. Mm-mm. When I get somebody maybe serious, somebody that's consistent, that I talk to often, then we can think about it. But other than that, no. No way, Jose. Yep. Well, all right, y'all. I'm about to end this live. I'm about to go upstairs, take a shower. I'm about to drink the rest of this. What is that? I'm about to end this live. I'm about to drink the rest of this. I'm about to go upstairs, wrap my hair up, take a shower, and get in the bed so I can get up tomorrow. Good night, whoever on here. Y'all comment, whoever's still on here. Because ain't nobody gonna say nothing. But okay, thank y'all for watching my live. I appreciate you. See you next time. Bye.